Hey, fellow shooters. We're back again. This is Doug from Magic Touch Air Gun and Laser Range, where we specialize in dry fire training. We are now going to move into our review shooting game number 1. So let's sight in on the center of target and fire. I'm going to be using a CERT 110. Again, infrared laser, so you will not see a red impact point. Again, the main reason that I use infrared most of the time is because I do shoot a lot of recoil guns at this range, and infrared is about the only way that a recoil gun will register accurately with laser ammo. With iMarksman, if you're using that, it won't register at all. So what we're going to do real quick is we're going to go back right now and sight in on what I call the popper for number 1. This particular target is set up so that if you hit it in the upper half, it will fall over. If you hit it too low, it may not fall. And the idea behind it is to knock it over. So we're going to choose one player, let it load, and we're going to go to town. So we got 2.8 seconds in shooting. Our score is 50 because we got 10 points apiece. Bonus of 45 for our speed, accuracy of 25, and a hit factor of 13.2, which gives me a total of 120 points. All right? So let's redo this game, and this time I'm going to try to put every shot in the upper round area of the popper. Now remember, we have a score of 50 last time. Let's see what the difference is. All right, so we are still seeing a score of 50 no matter where we hit. But we did notice, again, when I shot lower, the popper didn't fall, and I had to reshoot again. All right, let's end this game. Confirm the end. And let's move over to the steel plates. We're going to aim and shoot for one player. Load, and what we're going to do is try and nail every one of these as quick as possible. And downhill. 4 seconds to do it, a score of 60, speed bonus of 53, accuracy of 30, hit factor of 14.9, so I have a score of 143. Pretty much all there is to this. What you have to understand is that when you shoot each one of the end plates, the weight will cause the other to drop. Let's go ahead and redo this again, and let's shoot from the center. But you're still going to see the plates are still going to drop to one side. You see? And we're going to shoot. All right? So depending on where you shoot, it's going to cause the weight to distribute how the pendulum is going to fall. So what you need to do is figure out what is going to be the easiest and the best for you and start honing that skill and working on it. So let's end that game. Confirm the end. And let's move into number 3, which is the Texas Star. And what you have to understand with the Texas Star is gravity is going to grab a hold of these things and move them. Now, what I like to do with this is shoot the very top one to keep it from spinning so much, and then try to get light, easy movements out of this thing, and you get a pretty good time. I got a 5.6 seconds, a score of 50, speed bonus 42, accuracy bonus of 25, a hit factor of 9 with a score of 118. Now let me redo that again, and let me allow this thing to start spinning all over the place and show you how difficult it is. I'm going to shoot here, and you can see that it's already got it to start flipping around. Now we get a big rotation here, and we got to find a spot that we can catch it and hit it. So we got a 12.4 second on that, a score of 50, 34 speed, accuracy bonus of 20, a hit factor of 4, so we had a reduced score. What happened was on the first one, I figured out the physics to determine that if I hit a certain plate, it will help keep the other plates stable in their spot for a stationary shot. But if I hit one of the plates on the edges, the gravity will cause it to start to drop and spin, and the more that it starts to spin, the harder it is to hit. So that's what we're looking for with this particular game. All right, so let's go ahead and end this. Confirm the end. And now we're going to move into select level 1 through 3. And what this does, it gives us 3 rounds. I'm picking one player, 3 rounds of each. Now you notice that the popper on the second level from the top did not go down. And it didn't go down because I shot a little low. So let's continue. Now we have to take out the plates. These plates are going to fall one way or the other anyway, so just get it to drop. Take your shots. 5-second time, score 60, speed bonus 52, accuracy bonus of 30, hit factor 12.1. So we got 142 points on this one. So let us continue, and we're going to be going to the Texas Star. Again, for me, I'm going to start with the top. Get me a nice, easy movement here. That one got away from me. 7.2 seconds, a score of 50, speed bonus of 40, accuracy bonus of 20, a hit factor of 6.9. Comes out to be a total of 370 points for this. Now, again, I don't have any idea where I hit, but most of the time, this type of shooting is not dependent upon an absolute dead center shot or a very edge shot. The fact is, if you hit the steel, you hit your target. So it's not that necessary to know exactly where you hit. So it's really not a fault to have that. And what I think is really great is that we can put together a competition here between 1, 2, 3, or 4 players and be able to see who is the winner automatically at the end. Let me demonstrate to you real quick for that, okay? I'm going to end this game, confirm it. I'm going to go to the poppers, and I'm going to choose 3 players. Now, I want you to understand, I'm going to jump back and forth. Now, you notice some of them did not drop. They didn't drop because we have to shoot the top portion of the popper in order for the gravity to take it down. So there is 3 people done. What I would like to demonstrate for you is that the program will keep track of 3 players as to who was the first player. You could set this up in a round robin so that you can have 4 players shooting, have the first winner, he goes on to the next round, second goes on to their round, and we could run this thing through until by the end of the day we have gone through 20 or 30 people and end up knowing automatically from the computer with no mistakes who the first, second, and third place player was. So let's go ahead and end this, confirm, and we will go ahead and end this. I believe that this is a very, very powerful training program. Again, we don't need to worry so much about exactly where we hit except on the poppers. Now, if you look at the popper close, you'll notice that the popper almost looks like a silhouette of a person. And the shoulder and head area is where the hit needs to be made. That will give enough impact to push the spring holding it up over and allow the popper to drop. If you hit below that, you're hitting, but you're not hitting in an accurate enough spot for the popper to drop. Therefore, you may have 2, 3, 4 hits. That's going to take time. That's going to reduce your score. Now, when we take a look at the Texas Star on number 3 and the steel plates on number 2, they just need to be hit. Anywhere they're hit, whether it's dead center or right on the very edge, it's counted as a hit and they will drop. So the graphics behind it is pretty good. The edges on all of the poppers and the steel plates are nice and clean. The reaction to being hit is on the money. This is a program that will help you increase your shooting skills, help you with your aiming and your timing, allow you to hone the techniques that you have, and advance your shooting. And I think this would be a great program for people to compete with. So I'll leave it at that, let you make the decision, but I say that this is a good program for helping increase your shooting skills.